Itty bitty debunk. November 1777, Articles of Confederation of the first 13 states never applied to you if you aren't from those 13 states. It doesn't matter if you like that answer, that is explicitly how they were arranged at one time. And they applied to no one 12 years later in March 1789, because that's when they were replaced by the Constitution that was ratified by 11 states by July 1788. That act of creating a separate replacement, what we would call Constitution, you can say it was just a new Articles of Confederation for the states, didn't alter the previous articles. It superseded it. That's a different thing than altering them. No alteration could be made to the Articles of Confederation the original 13 states had, because all 13 states had to ratify any change as well as Congress. But many of the states had violated or ignored that rule specifically by simply ignoring the rules without consensus from the other 13 several states and without consent, or in this case this rule of having, well, an agreement, a quorum, or whatever they used to call it. But no alteration was made to them. So the Constitution is actually valid as a replacement, and claiming I'm an Article 4 personage, blah, 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 is irrelevant, because those rules no longer apply, because they were assigned to a entity, basically a country almost, that was not the same as the one we have now, or even 12 years after they started. Also, because of them being written up to deal with 13 separate colonies that wish to have sovereignty, essentially, and just be an agreement, sort of like a European Union, or even weaker, an agreement more like the United Nations, they really weren't able to get anything organized as a nation, or as a United States of any kind, and get anything done. They couldn't tax, they couldn't use the money to actually pay for the few things that they wanted to be federal. You can look up the Federalist Papers and that sort of thing, but this started from a particular argument at the time. Anybody who quotes Article blah blah blah, and they're referring to the Articles of Confederation, is quoting laws that are no more valid than quoting some rule of the Magna Carta, or French law, or me making a rule off the top of my head. They stopped being valid 12 years after they started, and they weren't valid anywhere else except for the 13 colonies originally, and they did not apply anywhere else. And if you're an Alaskan fake judge, they definitively didn't apply to you and could never do so. That would also include Hawaii, actually, too, right? But yeah, this rule that they had for agreement being 100% denied majority rule. And if you had a rule like that, you couldn't have an electoral college electing Donald Trump. Please remember what you wish for, and let it actually apply evenly and in a fair and balanced way. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with it.